Hi Virgo, welcome to your September 2015 Alchemy Scope. So doing things, as you can see, a little bit different this month if you've tuned in the past. Just a bit of a test to see if I could do the whole thing on one kind of live shoot and save myself a bit of time this month, to be honest, on the editing and stuff that it takes for the Alchemy Scopes generally. So it's going well so far. So I'm recording this privately and then it's going to be posted, but it could be in an upcoming month I do them, you know, live. So we'll see how it goes. So welcome to your Alchemy Scope for this next new moon to new moon cycle. I'm recording this on the Leo new moon. It's a beautiful symbol. The Sabian symbol that's imbued in this month's cycle, this month's new moon degree point, which is at 21 degrees Leo, is, believe it or not, the exact same point that Jupiter and Venus were conjunct on July 1st for that full moon. And the Sabian symbol for that point, if you recall, is a carrier pigeon fulfilling its mission. This summer, collectively for all of us, has been thick with this theme of receiving that which we need, of receiving a communication, whether it be insights from within or an event or circumstance or communications coming at us from outside of ourselves, that will essentially be karmically in tune, be appropriate, be relevant for our life path as well as, you know, the others in our particular circle. But a carrier pigeon fulfilling its mission, there is some message, some communication for this particular 30-day cycle that we're entering into now that will highlight, will make clear some action for you to take for your path forward. So it's juicy. And again, because we had it at that dynamic first of 3 Venus-Jupiter conjunction points, it's really big. It just feels very big. So information is coming to us. Information has been coming to us, and it will continue to come to us over the course of this next cycle that will help guide us. So for Virgo, for your particular microcycle, for the theme for Virgo-centric people, you received number 19, the approach of spring. That is the I Ching hexagram. Now again, there's 6 lines, 2 trigrams, an upper trigram and a lower trigram. And I'm sorry I don't have an image, you know, typically that I put up here, but hopefully you can see it in a way. Earth above, lake below. That's the imbued energies of the upper and the lower. Earth above, lake below. So let's go ahead and read it. Again, I'm reading this from the Visionary I Ching. So Virgo, for your particular microcycle, spring is approaching. Good times ahead seem inevitable. There is vitality in the air, Virgo. This is a most auspicious time. Like a snake emerging from hibernation, negative forces are only just beginning to stir and can be effectively controlled. This is a time of hopeful progress and must be used to best advantage. When approaching good fortune, conscientious work pays great dividends. A clear road lies ahead over the course of this cycle. In the spring, seeds that have been lying dormant are ready to bloom. Act now, for at some point this ripe opportunity for advancement will be challenged. No spring lasts forever. It's a cycle. It's always wise to stay alert and note the changing signs of the times. In doing so, preparing for less abundant times is a noble and fruitful effort. Make the most of it. So Virgo, a beautiful microcycle for you, yeah? So let's take a look. I'm using, again, my 144 card juicy deck here, my own custom one that I use for myself. And I've already shuffled, so let's go ahead and pull it. And I am doing the Synchronic spread again this month. So let's see what's coming up for you. Okay, good, great. There's essentially, and I'll show you the cards, there's going to be more activity for you this month. That's a main kind of growth edge, a main thing for you. So there's going to be more activity happening. You're going to be in a more hopeful state. So the approach of spring is in fact replicating its message here. You are going to be able to see with optimism what's coming forward for you, or what you want. So you're not clear seeing something necessarily that's faded, but you're going to be able to tune in to, you're going to be able to feel more hopeful and be in a space of seeing opportunities, right? So it's beautiful. The gorgeous thing is you're going to be in a place of investigation. You're going to be curious mentally, and you're going to be researching things. You're going to be researching things that either with a lover, you know, like a trip or something, going away in nature with a lover, or you're going to be investigating things which you love, things which are attuned to your own nature, to your intrinsic soul print. So it could very well be that the curiosity and the research that you're doing, the mental curiosity and the focus on investigating is going to be toward and within the things that bring you joy and that you love doing. So on a feeling level, so the something's not right card came up in the emotional sector, but it's very clearly connected to and speaking to the clear seeing hope past what's not right. So this is not speaking to, for the majority of Virgos out there that are tuned into this particular cycle, this is not, what I get is this is not about you feeling that things are not right. What I'm getting very clearly is that you're going to be able to be hopeful through the things that aren't right, meaning you're going to see the lack of alignment with certain things that are going on with your life right now as temporary, as temporal, and that they will be changing, or that you're already going to sense that they're already in change and flux, that they're already moving through their transition stage into the next. But you are going to be, this month, it is going to be themed with more opportunities, more coming at you a bit, which I want to give you a little bit of not a warning, but just to heed, to take care of yourself, because what's happening is with a lot of my clients, it's a bit overwhelming right now. There's a lot of things that are in flux with each of our lives as individuals, and there's a lot of information in the field that we are intuiting very rapidly. We're like sponges right now, and there's lots of synchronicities going on. So there's inherently a lot of flux, not only in our own lives, but in the world around us. And there's energy and information everywhere. So it's a lot, it's a bit overwhelming. And so you indeed are going to have opportunities, synchronicities, things showing up, things being presented to you, and you're going to be investigating. But just be mindful, just take care of yourself. And if you need to kind of shut it out for a while or tune it out, then do that, because I'm finding that people are going into a bit of a manic mode lately, because they are so feeling the quickening of energies. They're so feeling the call to be in line with their soul print, with their highest purpose, that they're a little anxiety ridden because they're feeling behind and they're wanting to catch up. And I can understand that, but at the same time, you have to take care of yourself. So get rest, tune out, you know, turn off technology. Really, I've said this before, and a couple months ago, it was really highlighted guidance from me. And I would say it's still my guidance for you, to be quite frank, because it's very intense. There's a lot going on, so a lot of information. So this is Doreen Virtue's Ascended Master Deck. So let's take a look and we'll see what guidance, Virgo, is coming forward for you for this particular cycle over this 30 days. Okay, so for Virgo. You know what? You're mirroring another sign. You're also getting mother, wife, sister, daughter. So Virgo, and I think it was Taurus that got it. There's a woman in your life. It could be you. It could be, for the women out there, that you are assessing you in all of these different roles of self. And you are really coming to a place of seeing the complexity of your roles and seeing the aspects of your life in a more clear way, so that it's leading you to a deeper realm of self-love, self-respect, self-honoring of you, of all of you, of all of your roles. Now, this could also be somebody in your life. This could be a woman, a significant woman in your life that is calling to be a healed relationship, meaning there's some wounding with a woman that might be activated for you during this particular cycle, and it's asking to be healed. It's asking to be seen and healed. Now, keep in mind, when any individual comes forward in our lives, they are indeed reflecting a bigger picture, like a macrocosm. So a person that is representative of a wounded relationship with a woman could very well be, if not that it is, representing a bigger wounding with the feminine as a whole. So when you heal this, you're healing yourself, but you're also healing the whole. You're also healing the feminine as a macro theme. Believe it or not, that is the truth. So this is important, and for two signs to have received this card is significant. It means, I've said this in the past, in the last several months, there's been several duplicates that have come up, and what that's speaking to is that there's these bigger themes that are unfolding for healing and for clearing, and for to move into a new state of being for more than one sign. So it's very interesting. So let's take a look. Again, this is Carolyn Miss's beautiful archetype card deck. And what I want to pull up is the quality set that is asking to be, or wants to be, evolved. You're getting poet. Poet stuck right out of the deck for you. Virgo, I can't recall, have you received poet before? Maybe. You might have. This popped right out of the deck. It like levitated itself right out of the deck. So the lower frequency manifestation is turns a lyric gift to negative or destructive effect. So it's about using the word. It's like Don Miguel Ruiz in the Four Agreements. It's like using the word to negative effect, which is very powerful. Our voice, the vibration of words, of language, is very powerful. What wants to be evolved, Virgo, expresses soul insight in symbolic language. We are moving into a new paradigm where symbol and archetype and story are the new way of understanding the world. And it's not like it's never not been the way, but that synthetic right brain way of knowing the world has been denied, right? So it's been so devalued and so denied that we don't even know it's real anymore, but it is. It's half of our reality. So this whole symbolic story is asking to come through via more avenues, more people. More people are supposed to bring this information through. So Virgo, beautiful poet. So let's take a look now at the Dakini embodiment that came forward for you. Now this is beautiful. It's beautiful because I just went through a meditation today with Kaipacha where he pulled up Inanna. It was an Inanna meditation, which was very powerful. You received number 63, Inanna. So a reminder, Virgo, that when I pull up the Dakini for you, what I'm specifically asking is what embodiment, what is Virgo to embody this month, to become, which goddess is Virgo to become in order to glide with the most amount of least effort, energy over the course of this next cycle. And you received Inanna. Inanna was a queen of earth who descended within the earth, then ascended into the air of consciousness. Again, this is Penny Slinger and the 64 Dakini Oracle. I love Penny. I resonate with her writing very much. She and I speak the same language. That's why I dig her stuff so much. Who is Inanna? She is the ancient Sumerian goddess, best known for her journey of descent into the underworld, death and subsequent resurrection. It is this aspect of the goddess that is the subject of her portal. Inanna is related to goddess Ishtar, and here represents all descent goddesses. So Inanna is one of many. She emblazons the vision that you cannot be whole unless you have integrated the dark, hidden side of yourself. She is the embodiment of the heroine's journey, Virgo. Shedding of her body, symbolizing purification of the earth's lifeblood. When she emerges from the underworld, she becomes the queen of light. Goddess Inanna represents wisdom, justice, and harvest. Her symbols are the crescent moon and 8-pointed star, Venus. Now, let me just interrupt that point for a minute. Venus is now going into the underworld. So thus why Kaipacha did this Inanna meditation today. So for the next several weeks, Venus will be not seen, and she'll be essentially underground in below the horizon state. And she's going to emerge. I can't remember the date. I want to say it's late September, where she will reemerge. And it actually, now that I think about it, it could be earlier than that. In fact, it could be, I think, maybe the 5th of September. So the first week. So it's about 3 more weeks where we won't see her. So I think that's accurate. So anyway, Inanna is about that underworld journey, Virgo. So this is for you to embody, for you to really go deep within yourself. Let me see if there's anything else for me to pull up for you now. Inanna has come to you to assist you in your deep and personal work of self-integration. She is here to lend you her courage and fortitude for the journey of self-discovery and self-excavation. Beautiful. All the Dakinis assist in the work of self-actualization, but Inanna's energy form is specific and quite intense. Her path demands surrender of all of your ego armor. This really resonates for me, for you, Virgo. Because there's a lot of mental armor. Even though Virgos are earth signs, there's a lot of mental gripping that I find with some people that are Virgo-centric, especially now. Because Virgos, you have the tendency, you have the inherent quality set of details. And so when things start to dissipate or dissolve or fall apart or move into chaos, the detailed orderliness that is the thematic story of Virgo-centric people goes into panic, and there's a gripping and a grumpiness that can occur. So just for this to be your embodiment during this particular time frame feels beautiful for you, about really integrating, really going within, really allowing the yuckiness, but really to redirect to self. What needs to be integrated in self? So the stuff that's not integrated outside is just a reflection about what's not integrated within. So beautiful. So excavation is indicated, Virgo, for you on a physical or a psychological or an emotional level. This is the Dakini whose role it is to introduce you to your shadow so that you may move from denial to acceptance, from acceptance to forgiveness, and from forgiveness into full integration of all parts of yourself. So it's interesting because Virgo is about the details of the whole system. It's about healthy whole system. And it's about the details of how everything intermeshes, intercooperates to make it run wholly, right? And wholly with an H, with a W, and wholly without a W. So there is this need to go into the details of self in order for the whole to emerge as a healthy system, to reintegrate the within, the stuff within that's not integrated. What is it that lies deeply hidden in the dark recesses of your being but calls out to be heard? Some of you out there might have a story within you that's waiting to be published or waiting to be heard. There is nothing to feel bad about. Everyone has these places in their psyche. Now is their chance to see the light. Where do you catch glimpses of your shadow? Do you catch them in dreams? Inanna says you can lay anything at her feet, at her gateway. She has earned the right to be the gatekeeper of your shadow. She has gone through the process herself, so she can stand as witness to your ceremony of completion. You know, I'm going to leave it there. As I've said in all of these, it's a bigger document that is written by Penny Slinger. And you can go to the online library. The link is below this video. So feel free to go if you'd like to dive deeper. And for any of you that would like a session with me, you can go to the service webpage. The link is below this video on my website. There's lots there for you too. If you haven't gotten your archetypal profile done, your symbolic profile, and to connect with me for a session, I highly recommend it, especially now, especially if you're moving through places of confusion and you're not clear about why this is going on and what's happening and what's forming for you. And if you'd like a very steep discount on a standing monthly appointment, become a Patreon patron. The details again are in a link below this video. It's to my Patreon account. And with that, you get a standing monthly appointment with me, plus a mid-month Alchemy Scope, plus access to the Saturday live streams. So it's like this, it's a massive package for very little money. So until the next time, Virgo, I am sending you so much love and infinite support. And I'll see you soon. Have a fantastic month.